Hello everyone, welcome back to Pretty Girl Confessions. I'm your host, your pretty girl, and today we're talking about how OnlyFans makes you not a pretty girl, and it actually devalues you greatly as a woman. And I know I'm going to ruffle a few feathers with this episode, but oh well, here we are. So, this whole OnlyFans thing, I know a great deal about because I was in the age group that I feel like was really targeted when OnlyFans truly launched as being the site it's now known for. When OnlyFans, some background for you guys, when OnlyFans first came out, it wasn't meant to be the new X-rated site. It was literally meant to be just like Patreon, but it morphed into something completely different. And the thing about OnlyFans is a lot of girls think that doing something where they're getting paid to be beautiful and attractive and look really sexy is liberating and it's a good use of their pretty privilege when it's actually not. It actually makes you lose pretty privilege because now you're an item to be bought and you are quite literally selling yourself short of everything. And I know that there's a difference between doing it with your face in it versus with your face out of it, but at the same time, if you Google how much the average woman makes on OnlyFans, it's about $150 a month. So you're telling me $150 a month for guys to look at all of your bits and private parts and goon to them without even getting to buy you dinner or get to know you or even get to understand that you're so much more than a body. You're telling me that's worth it? Not to mention the fact that whenever women do show their faces in it, do you know what the backlash is? Do you know what the repercussions are and the consequences are for doing OnlyFans and making it public? I personally have known women that I used to be friends with a long time ago that did OnlyFans. And you want to know what I would always hear? One of my old ex-friends, I remember she was doing it and I just voiced to her, I was like, hey, my personal opinion, I don't think this is good for you. And if you like it, go for it. I support you in it. But my personal opinion, I don't think this is the best for you, but if it makes you happy, go for it. Then she would come back crying to me about how every single time she tries to go out and date and find a nice guy, once they find out that she has an OnlyFans, they leave her. And she was really pretty too. She was very pretty. But you want what OnlyFans does to your brain? It makes you so insecure because every single day you are trying to get more attractive and more beautiful and get more clicks and get more likes and get more money because there's always going to be someone that has a better edge, that has more retention, that's doing something raunchier or has a different look. And you're never going to have every single look. It's only going to make you tear yourself apart limb from limb. Not to mention, there's no longevity in it either. Because do you know what the majority of people look at whenever they're looking at X-rated content? They're looking at younger, attractive women. They're always looking at younger, attractive women. And as we know, the clock is always ticking. So, yes, right now you're young and attractive, but you are not going to get the same retention now that you're going to get in 10 years. Even if you're doing exclusive content where it's like, oh, I'm a MILF now, that's not going to get the same amount of attention as the young, oh, just turned 19 or just turned 18 girl. And I know that sounds really disgusting to say, but that's just a matter of fact. What about whenever you are in it for 15 years, 20 years? Look at all the old retired X-rated stars out there. They fade very quickly. No one's paying them to be seen naked anymore. No one's paying them to be in videos anymore. No one wants to see that. Or if they do want to see it, it's a very small audience that wants to see that. There's no longevity in it. You will not be able to get a man that actually values you because, yes, people change, people have passed, but I have talked to many people before about the subject because a lot of people want to say, well, it's liberation for women and they're taking control of their bodies again. How is getting paid the same amount as, like, I don't know, a $5 meal deal? How is getting paid that much to see yourself naked for random, gross, ugly men on the internet liberating at all? How is that liberating? How is knowing that this old creepy guy that stares at you in the gym could be paying to look at your Lola all day, and they think of you as nothing but just an object? It's disgusting. It's quite literally disgusting. And I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this, but it makes you not pretty. Because think about it, Whenever you think about a pretty girl, yeah, they have a pretty face, they have a pretty body, but also, like, their energy is, like, sacred. That's one of the things that makes pretty girls so exclusive and so wanted, and so, like, people want to be them, like, girls want to be them, men want to be with them. It's because their energy is just so untouchable. Once you start putting that Lola up for $5 a view, you're not untouchable anymore. You are just another set of lips on the internet ready to be bought any second, any time of the day. And it will tear you apart. It will tear you apart because you're going to start doing things that will completely strip you of your values and morals. And this is, I guess, a hot take, but this is my take. I would like to know what you guys think about this, but truly, doing OnlyFans is not going to do any favors because you're just going to become so insecure because there's always going to be a girl that has something that you don't have yet. Okay, maybe it's you're trying to go for a goth look and she already has piercings downstairs that you're too scared to get. Okay, and you don't have that, so you're not having the same edge. But then maybe what's now trending is the super good girl aesthetic, and now you have to completely change everything. You're always going to be chasing that. You're always going to be chasing that. And this stuff never leaves. This stuff never leaves. I have seen what people will say to women that do this type of work, and it is obscene. It's not flattering, it's not attractive, and it quite literally makes you feel like you are just raw. And I'm not trying to make a pun, I'm just saying it will make you feel like you are bare bones, nothing to you. Like there's no soul to you. I've seen what it does to girls over time. Like I was saying, an ex-friend of mine, whenever she started doing it, she had this spark in her eyes. She had this love, this life, this light in her. And then she went down this dirty path where it's just obscene. Like, she's just willing to do anything with anyone and everyone. And it literally just becomes like you are a hood rat willing to do anything for $1. And I think it's the quickest way to become one of the girls on the corner, because at that point you degrade yourself so much to where how can you even go back to working a normal job whenever all your coworkers could just look you up and find you? And yeah, you can do it where you don't show your face, and I was talking about that earlier, but still, you're always going to have the understanding in your mind that you quite literally sold your body for money. That's what it is. And it's not modeling, it's not being liberated, it's none of that. It's you letting these disgusting, perverted men look at you and treat you like nothing but a object. And you do it for $5 a pop. It's gross. Being pretty means that you are protecting your energy. Being pretty means that you don't sell yourself short. Being pretty means you're exclusive. And think of any woman that you've ever looked up to. Think of any woman that you think is gorgeous, even in their older ages. Like, I like to think about women like, I think Angelina Jolie is absolutely stunning. Even now, yeah, she looks older. Yeah, that's what happens with time. But she's not doing X-rated videos. Yes, she's been acting for a long time, and she's been in, like, what was it called? She did Gazelle, not Gazelle. But the one model movie where she portrays Gia, I think it's Gia. It's such a good movie. Yeah, you see her boobs in it. It's great. But that's not her doing X-rated, and I think there's a big distinction between that, because then people will bring up, well, what about doing this or doing that? Well, there's a difference when it's actual X-rated stuff versus acting. She's still respected. At the end of the day, that's what it's about. She's still respected as a person, even though you can see her boobs in a movie. Okay? That's the thing to think about, is if your line of work is making it to where people don't respect you and they degrade you, that's when you know you're doing the long line of work. But whenever you're an actor or a model, that's different. I'm not talking about Playboy, but even them, like, they are regarded in such a different way than any of these X-rated people. Like, OnlyFans versus actual people that do, like, the Playboy or the Victoria's Secret, it's night and day. It's not even the same thing, because Playboy bunnies still get respected, whereas if you're actually just doing OnlyFans, you are quite literally a girl pimping yourself out on the internet. I said what I said. And I think that it's just going to take away from your prettiness. And no matter how pretty your face is, it's not going to reverse how people think of you. You will lose your pretty girl aura, because all people are going to think of is, wow, she's just easy. She just has a fake face and she's fake all over and she does videos. That's all she is. And that's what happens. So, if you are a pretty girl and you've been thinking about doing OnlyFans, here's my advice: don't do it. Why are you going to degrade yourself? Why don't you actually do something that will make you real money? Like, go into modeling. That's not taking off your clothes. Go into acting. Go into anything. Like, go into sales. Do you know what the rates are for women that are in sales that are beautiful? How successful they are? I've done sales, and I can tell you from my experience, I was very successful in my sales because of my beauty. And it can sound vain, it can sound vapid, but that's just what it is. So if you're a pretty girl, use your pretty privilege to your advantage. Do not let your pretty privilege slip away from you by using it the wrong way. It may sound like not cheapest, but the quickest route to fast money, to quick success, but it's not. It's not. It really is not. And it's going to cost you everything. It's going to cost you your dignity. And it's not something you can just get back. See, there's a huge difference between taking a couple bikini photos on the beach and posting on Instagram and actually having a video of you doing explicit content for people to buy and watch. Because at the end of the day, would you want to be with someone that has tens of hundreds of videos of them effing other girls? No, that's dirty, that's gross, that's rancid. I would never do that. I would never take that. So why would you expect someone else to take you if you've been ran through? I said what I said. Also, real quick, what is that Debbie girl? I don't know, the one that like slept with 1,000 guys in one day. Yeah, I can guarantee you that she's only making money because she's the one doing the absolute most. That's it. She is doing the most obscene, most crazy clickbait things, and that's what's getting her all the money. And that's what you have to do if you're in that line of work. You have to push the envelope. You have to take it to the next level every single time, or you are dead in the water and just left behind. And then guess what? You want to know where that girl's going to be in like 10 years? She's going to be the gross girl that slept with 1,000 guys in one day, that can't have a guy because all of the guys that she gets with treat her like she is just an X-rated girl. That's it. They don't treat her with respect. They don't look at her with respect. They don't think of her even as a person sometimes, because she quite literally took away all of her dignity with the thing between her legs. Her Lola took it away. But yeah, so seriously, do not consider it. Do better. Like, what are you doing? You are so young. You're so full of life. You're so smart and talented. Why are you going to do the oldest job in the world? Are you that desperate? Like, how are there no other options for you? I have done horrible jobs in my life because I needed to, because I needed money. And I didn't ever once open my legs and start taking videos and having people pay for it as a way to get rich quick. If you want to do feet pics, I guess that's a cool thing you could do, but I truly think that like your actual organs, like your tatas, your Lola, I think those are so sacred, and to be selling them for profit is so grotesque and disgusting. And you're better than that. Keep your head high. You're a pretty girl. Fucking act like one. Okay? It's the energy, it's the aura, it's the values, and it's the self-respect. So do better, have more self-respect for yourself, and do not succumb to what social media is telling you is okay or normal. It's not. It's all brainwashing, because mainstream media really wants the complete degradation of humanity. And I really think that OnlyFans is quite literally like the downfall of Gen Z, because it was really targeted towards Gen Z, like early Gen Z, whenever they were graduating from high school, because all those girls were so young and they could just make money quick. And then it conditioned the males of our generation to perceive women this way. This is why I think it was very strategic the way OnlyFans was kind of made into this new platform, because I feel strongly that it was quite literally just made to ruin how our society works. Because whenever men and women stop looking at each other with respect, the world goes to chaos, okay? Do we want to have men only thinking of us as objects or not? Making sex work a normal thing encourages the narrative that we're just objects. How do you not see that? How do you not see that whenever you put something up for sale, something for someone to buy, it makes it something they get to buy. It's an object for them to purchase. So if you're putting your Lola up there, your Tatas up there for sale, that means you're for sale. That means you can be bought. And if every male thinks that in society it's normal to just buy women, guess what? We're objects then. That's why OnlyFans is so bad. It's not female liberation, because if you really wanted to be liberated, why would you sell yourself? Why wouldn't you use your mind or your talents or your skills? Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. But anyways, please let me know what you thought of this. I really, really, really want to know what you guys thought of this. So if you're thinking about commenting and you're like, nah, I'm not going to comment. No, comment. Please comment down below. Please, for the love of God, all things holy. Leave a comment down below so I know if I lost you or not. But like, comment, subscribe. I love you lots. Stay hot, stay sexy, stay pretty, and stay off OnlyFans. And keep your mouth shut. Alright? Love you guys lots. XOXO. Signing off.